What is going on YouTube? Fesify family, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe for all latest UK media updates and story videos. And today we got another episode for you. They're dropping every Monday and Friday. Today we're doing Bugzy Malone. Well requested, this guy very motivational, has changed his life around from young days being broke and now being absolutely one of the most successful rappers in the UK. Try to get this to 1,000 likes guys if you want to see another episode this Friday. I'm not sure what I'll be doing next. Comment below who you want to see as well. As always, I'll always read your comments and take your ideas into mind. As always, we start with the intro and facts. Bugzy Malone's real name is Aaron Davies. He was born on the 20th of December 1990 in Manchester, England. He's grew up in absolute poverty, and that's the thing I respect the most about this guy, how much he's changed his life around. From early days getting into trouble, coming from a family where he had an abusive stepdad who used to hit his mum, and also getting straight into the system, going in prison from a very young age and having no money. This guy where he is now is absolutely insane. The 29-year-old has been active since 2010 but has not really come to the limelight until the last 5 or 6 years, and then he really took off due to his beef with Chip, which put him in the limelight like crazy. Of course, he took up boxing from a young age as well, and he thought that was going to be his passion, but later found music when the boxing didn't quite work out. He said he was inspired by people like Dizzy Rascal, Wiley and Skepta. Of course, he was influenced in that grime, and you can tell, and he hasn't changed his flow to today. At 13 years old, he got the nickname Bugs, but when he was in prison serving his sentence, he changed it to Bugzy Malone and said to himself when he comes out, he's going to take this music a lot more seriously. This guy's a firm believer in the law of attraction, meaning when you really envision something and picture it, you can get it. This guy used to draw out his dream house and his dream stuff, and they all come into fruition. This is a very powerful thing and something this guy embodies a lot, similar to Conor McGregor, and has talked about in interviews you guys should go and watch. But I want all you guys to start writing out what you truly want in life and envisioning things, because when you really picture something, it's going to be a lot more likely it comes to mind rather than just dreaming. Actually picture it, and you should be able to get them things in life. But some people are better than others, and some people are forced to work from a young age and don't have the chance to actually pursue their dreams due to financial circumstances. And that's the thing I respect the most about Bugzy Malone. He didn't come from much, and still he made something out of absolutely nothing and got to the top. That takes an incredible amount of work.
How big you get in life, you can never be too big for the people that brought you up, for the people that raised you. You get what I'm saying? I've got like long lost family members feel like they deserve something, feel like I owe them something. Like, oh, he's related to me, but he don't chat to me. None of yous were there. None of yous were there. Innit? Let's not get this thing twisted.
As Bugzy Malone was saying there, no one was there for him at the start. That was very true. He was trying to get record deals and everything, stuff was falling through, and at times he was broke, even at times he was homeless and still going for things, and at some points lost all hope, but he's been putting in work for ages. So let's talk about his music rise. As for Bugzy Malone's rise on the music scene, that could be dated back to 2010 when he first started putting out stuff on YouTube. On Flush Raw, he dropped a track which is now on 1.5 million views due to his latest success, but at the time didn't have much attention at all. On Grime Daily North as well, he dropped something, The Daily Duppy, that was on 1 million, which later he would do a part 2 as well, and he was doing the Daily Duppies 9 years ago. They're huge now and still going, but he was doing it that far ago. He has something called the Spit It Out, which got 100k, and of course the Spitfire on JDZ Media would absolutely blow him up. But Bugzy Malone would not get the limelight or recognition until his beef with Chip come about. The Regulation Rhythm was a huge track where he actually turned up outside the Tottenham Stadium in Chip's area. That got 16 million views. Wasteman of course got 7 million views. That was a very good track as well. The Revival got 11 million views, and around this time his Fire in the Booth dropped, which surpassed Chip, which he talked about in the track Revival, and that is on 25 million views to today and is the most viewed Fire in the Booth. Off of this beef would get a lot of limelight. In the last couple of years he's had so many successful tracks, just to name a few. Men is on 35 million views, that's on Link Up TV, and is I think their most viewed video or one of them. He has Move In on 17 million, Bruce Wayne on 11 million, Mad on 11 million as well. He dropped a track with Aitch, it's got 9.2 million, and his next Fire in the Booth he done, which part 2 is on 9.5 million. This guy's numbers went absolutely crazy after he blew up. You gotta respect him, he's always stuck to his roots. He has no problem putting Manchester artists on like Aitch, and he is very, very unique in the fact that he's kept that grime thing going, and he's one of the guys that ain't switched up his style at all. Drill's taken over and he still sounds the same. Is still one of the only motivational rappers in the UK that I can really say has had an influence. His motivational stuff is travelled to and helped loads of people, I'm sure, and he's a huge influence on the UK scene for the youngsters coming up, and someone you'd want him to be like. This guy has done it all. His more recent track, of course, was Men Free, which was a comeback after he was in a car crash. I've already made a video on exactly what happened and the comeback of that. If you've seen it already, skip this video around 2 more minutes and you can watch on. But if you haven't seen it, then watch this clip and I'll explain what happened and the comeback. Bugzy Malone made it to the top and was one of the biggest rappers in the UK and definitely the biggest rapper out of Manchester, and an incident happened over lockdown. It could have shaped his life or made him lose his life forever.
Yeah, go drive.
Aaron Davies.
Just put you on speaker.
Aaron Davies.
The fall happened on the 26th of March. Bugzy Malone was out on his motorbike, looked like he was enjoying himself, and he went flying down a straight road. A car pulled out and bang. In them split seconds, his life could have been taken. He was on the ground, a lot of footage surfaced. I don't want to put it on this video because I think it's disrespectful. I removed the video as I originally posted because a lot of people crowded around him. I don't want to see him at his lowest point and put that on YouTube. He was on the floor, a lot of people surrounding him, was trying to help him. And to be honest with you, the people at that situation dealt with it really well. They found out who he was quick. They said his name, Aaron Davies, in the video, and he got to hospital quite quickly from what I gathered.
When the car pulled up, I knew that we was crashing. And at the point my life was meant to start flashing, I was blacked out. Woke up on the concrete with feathers everywhere. The Montclair was dragged down, me, I had it mapped out. Now I got bleeding on the brain, the same shit that killed my cousin. Yeah, I swear I missed Dane. Couple niggas turned out to be fake, but I'm too rich to argue these days, so I just give it space. In the hospital bed, the morphine had me tripping, giggling and nothing, into reminiscing. Crashed doing 70 without wearing a helmet, believing God or not, no denying a blessing. I said I'm healing, I'm Wolverine. I said I'm healing, Wolverine. Fucking Bugzy Malone.
Bugzy Malone recovered relatively quickly for what happened and how crazy the impact of the crash was. He's got a bleed on the brain, which is sad to hear and can affect him throughout his life now. He dropped Men Free, which has done nearly 3 million views in a month already. Serious numbers, and he's back to doing what he does best. Guys, another thing about Bugzy Malone as well, he is one of the richest rappers in the UK, if not up there in the top 3 at least. Stormzy's probably the richest, but he's in that bracket. He's worth around 3 million, it says on Google. And this guy, not only the music, but he's actually created a whole brand for himself. He's got his own logo. Of course, he dropped his clothing as well, which was on JD a lot, but he's got his own clothing label. I think it was in partnership with Supply and Demand at first, but his own clothing label has sold ridiculous numbers. It's actually a good looking brand. His style and his look to it, and it's his whole image, and this guy has been able to do something different. Not many rappers go, it's a way for these rappers to make money because the music industry don't pay as well nowadays. So there you have it. That's the Bugzy Malone story. I'm sure it's one of them ones there'll be a part 2 in a couple of years now because he's going to do so much more and has so much more to give. This guy's a huge inspiration on the UK scene, one of my favorite rappers so far that we've produced in the UK here. He gets a lot of American reactions as well, so they appreciate him abroad. But guys, now I'm going to give you guys the chance to tell me who you want to see on the story next in this video, but I'm going to give you 2 options this time. You can either see XXXTentacion on Friday or Chunks out of the UK. Pick one of them and I will let you guys choose this week which one. I'm going to scroll through the comments and see, and whoever you guys commented, I will pick. 1,000 likes and we'll be dropping another episode this Friday, and I'll see you in my next video.